So, what are you gonna do tonight?
I don't know.
What is up, Chongs? Gori here for another video, and again with my brother Trixter. Say hi.
Oh, hi, Mark.
For today, we are going to get our first build ever, and we are going to put all of this you see behind us into Trixter's new PC. We're going to upgrade this, the bejesus out of it. Why don't you tell us what we have here?
I don't know.
What?
You're the one who knows all this shit.
Why don't you tell everybody what we have over here? What are we going to work with?
Well, we got the fucking VTrak.
Just say what it is.
It's a Gori i5. Then we got a HyperX accelerate gaming. Shit. We got the motherboard.
So we got the Core i5 processor. We got two HyperX 4GB gaming RAM right there, and we are going to put these in the Asus H11OMD motherboard, and of course the PS Literacy stomps the Strix Gaming Asus and Republic of Gamers GTX 1050 Ti. We're going to put all of these and we're going to put it in his rig, and we're going to do an upgrade tonight. You guys ready? You ready?
Fine.
Let's do it. So before we can put that together, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out whatever is inside his CPU box. We're going to take it out so King Ramsey, King Tut and I, we're going to disassemble this. We're going to take the existing parts out, and then we're going to put it with the goodies that we showed you later. Okay? Let's get started. So now, first thing you got to do when you're disassembling a CPU is that you're going to have to deal with the cords first. So you see these cords that stick out from the hard drive. We're going to disconnect those, and then continue to disconnect every wire that we see, starting with the hard drive and the motherboard, and ultimately the video card. We'll start now. Okay, so we got the cords disconnected. Now we're going to proceed with unscrewing the parts that are connected to the tower itself. We're going to start off with we're going to start off with the video card, and then proceed with the hard drive, and then you're going to take out the board itself. We'll show you how it goes. Okay, so what you want to consider first is that some parts of your PC would have to be taken out first. So you have to be very careful as to not just... So we're going to remove the video card first. Normally you'd find these screws at the back of your CPU. And we're going to take that out first because that's the last component. And we're going to take that out now. You get yourself a standard Phillips screw, and you're going to unscrew this screw. Very carefully unscrew that while you're supporting the video card with your other hand. I'm not a fucking lefty, okay? Alright, shit! Don't let the screw fall off the floor like that. Okay, so now that the video card has been unscrewed, you just gently pull this lever. As you can see there, there's a lever over there. You just have this lever here, and you're just going to slid it to the left, to the right, like so, and you gently, very carefully,
Jesus Christ,
remove the video card. And there you go. Okay, Tutakaman, why don't you tell us about what you got?
This is an Inno 3D GTX 750 Ti. This is actually fairly new since I just got this a few months ago. Since my old fucking GP died, I had no choice but to get one.
Okay, this is less than the mid-board.
Yep.
And we're changing it to a 1050 Ti.
Yep. That is correct, sir.
Okay, so this this is a fairly good card. This is not what you would consider as a standard range gaming video cards, and it's Inno 3D, but it is in the NVIDIA GTX 750 Ti format. So for standard gaming and regular computing, this has enough juice for you. This is a very good starter card for you guys to use. But we're gonna do away with this, and we're gonna upgrade this. So this time I'm going to remove the hard drive, and normally hard drives are screwed or secured along this side of the standard ATX CPU tower. And you also need a very simple Phillips screwdriver to remove it. Why don't you remove it?
Oh, shit. You said you were.
It's your computer. Okay, Chong, so this is beyond the powers of Imhotep, and I will be the one who's going to remove the motherboard from the case. Now, one thing you got to remember is that when you're removing a case, you have to make sure that everything is unplugged, or else you're stupid. Now that you've unplugged everything, you have to make sure that when you are removing a board from the case, you have to start diagonally, meaning you're going to start from either the upper right corner screw, or upper left corner screw, or the lower right corner screw, whichever it is that you prefer, which is easier for you. But that's how you dislodge it, and that's also how you connect it. So we're going to do that now. So just to give you a little idea of how you would maintain your motherboards, if you have to make sure that you dust off these dust bunnies off your motherboard, because they will contribute to the further insulation of the thing, and it will add up to the heat. Also, it's also very important to know that if you are going to add more RAM cards into your motherboard, like so, they have to be one, they have to be of the same frequency. Number two, they have to be of the same output. So you cannot mix two different RAMs, like a 4 GB RAM to a 2 GB RAM, if they don't have the same 1066 frequency or 1333. So it's a little bit techie, but just to make sure, if you're going to add RAM to that, they have to be the same. Right, Tutankhamun. Alright. So David Jones, why don't you tell us what kind of power supply you have?
This is a Cooler Master DX Bronze 550 watt. This is actually quite old as well, but not as old as the board itself. We replaced the power supply and it wasn't really giving much power.
Right. What's really important about a power supply is that it has to be true rated, meaning if it says 550 watts, it will give an output of 550 watts. Sometimes some generic power supply units that you will buy would say 550 watts, but will provide a much less wattage because it's not properly designed. I would go for brands like Cooler Master and Thermaltake that can give you the right amount of juice for your machine. So right now we're going to go ahead and take this out. The way that you take out a power supply from a tower, sometimes the power supply is at the bottom, but in this case the configuration is that it's right up top. So you would want to unscrew these parts first, and then while supporting the power supply with your other hand. So since there's two of us, David Jones is going to, my brother Trixter, aka David Jones right now, will unscrew these parts while I support it. Okay, so the best way to clean your CPU tower is that you have to have a brush, you have to have something to wipe it with. An old toothbrush to clean those hard-to-reach edges. And my personal favorite is you can get Wipeout. It's focus camera. There you go. Get this. It's very cheap. It's just less than 60 pesos from your local Ace Hardware or your handyman, and it's a great appliance cleaning wax. You just get a little bit, and just wipe it on top of your home appliance like a TV or CPU. But again, do not. You can actually put some of this with a toothbrush onto your motherboard, and you can just brush it thoroughly. Just don't leave huge globs of it on the board, but it's actually non-conductive, so it's going to be very safe if you clean it off properly. Okay, so now that I'm on raw, and I have got them all spiffy clean, all new looking, very sweet, nice smelling equipment, it's now time for me to unbox it. That's what I want. Yeah.